I better mute myself then.
Oh no, your comments are the best.
It is a regatta race, so get in soon and get up to start altitude. Hey, semi-regatta, I should say.
What does the semi in regatta mean?
After the race window ends, you have 3 minutes, and then you're on the clock no matter what.
Yeah, this glider doesn't have flaps, man.
Flat.
Somebody just said this this glider doesn't have flaps.
Correct.
What am I in? The Duo Discus?
Yeah,
Yep.
we should be.
Your one choice.
Alright, I was just activating the XC-SOAR flight profile. I've been trying to get more familiar with XC-SOAR.
I gotta restart the computer. It's not working. I'll be back in just a second.
How long is the start window again? You said it's a regatta, or is it 3 minutes?
8 minutes.
You'll have a 5-minute race in and an 8-minute when it closes.
All right, thanks.
So essentially, you got 9 minutes.
Okay, good. Let's get used to this glider. I've never flown it before.
Flies just like a standard.
As it's like a what?
A standard.
Class, yeah.
It's kind of in.
Where are we at? This feels like Italy.
We're in AA.
Oh, I just meant which country.
Is it Austria? No, this is Italy.
Yeah, that's what I
Friuli, Venezia. Friuli, Venezia, Giulia.
Yeah, I lived there for years.
I think we will have a turn point in Austria. Turn point 1. No, turn point 2.
cloud flying penalties today? Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Or 8. I think it's 8.
It's 8
I
if you
misread.
include 5 race in. So the
But
race
the
in and
window
5,
itself was 8.
oh, total with the race in and the window is 8.
Oh,
I think that's the way it works. I could be wrong.
No.
well, we'll know here. We'll know in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, 5-minute race, 3-minute window. Yeah. Yeah, that would be 8 minutes, but a 5-minute race and an 8-minute window, that add up to 13, so.
I don't know where Cliff Jeffries is going, but he may not make it back to the window. Oh, he's coming back now.
Oh, yeah, it really is 8 minutes. Okay.
8 minutes, damn.
Well, semi regatta then.
Yeah, that's a stretched out. 3 would have been better.
Heading to Udine. These dry riverbeds underneath us, guys. When I was in Aviano, the Air Force used to fly the Army guys, put them all on a C-130 and fly them out to these dry riverbeds, and then let them jump out. And then the Army would do their exercises in those dry riverbeds for a couple of 3 days. And then we'd send trucks out to pick them all up.
That's super cool.
This flatland is where we were supposed to counteract the Russian invasion. Our wing was tasked to survive 24 hours. I was in Italian force till you guys come and save us, because 24 hours, maximum 48. That's what we could survive.
When were you in the Italian Air Force?
Till 94.
94? Did you get to fly the F-104s?
No, I was a technical officer for G91 Yankee.
Okay, cool.
But I saw several times F-104. We were living together, basically.
Yeah, I always thought it was cool that the Italians still flew the F-104s when I was there. It was definitely a treat seeing those things come in.
You will never forget the sound of it.
Was it one with the real short wings?
Yes, looked like it.
Yeah.
Looked like they
A missile with the man
on
in it.
rockets. Yeah.
I never noticed any wing on the 104. I never noticed any wings on the 104.
Yeah, they are tiny.
There are. You say so.
There's one hanging up in the Smithsonian
Advanced and
that you can get like right up to. An amazing little plane.
Oh yeah.
Mark,
It's
how
all
you,
engine. What's that, Mike?
how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Okay.
Still too early to tell.
Smoke, why are you not in this race?
I had a computer issue. My computer decided to do some stupid things right there while the game. So right now I'm trying to. It acts like my landscape is corrupted or something.
I went on a 1,000-kilometer flight earlier, and the guy that I went on the flight with, his computer refused to save the flight plan when we were done.
Holy cow.
Condor's been naughty since the update.
Is that what it is?
Feels so weird not popping my flaps in a thermal.
You haven't been flying standard class enough.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, I got the JS1, and that's really all I've been flying since then.
Good airplane.
Mm-hmm. Anybody try out the new stem yet?
The STEMI, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I haven't bought that one yet.
Not my favorite. I want clubs glider, more club gliders. I really wish that we had vintage glider.
Have they given any hint what's in the queue? Like, what are the next gliders going to be?
They are more secretive than the government.
Yeah, they're total skunk works.
They are working on frontal activity and variation on air mass, and that will be a huge thing. Imagine that.
Congratulations. Why is thermal helpers on?
That'll only cost you points, don't worry.
I'm okay.
Come on, one more.
22 people. That's not a bad turnout.
Yeah, it would have been 23 something.
Ramos brothers here. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Really? I think it's father and son.
Oh, it is. We asked if brothers and sisters.
Please tell me they're really low, because they're
Guy,
in front and fast.
Guy Ramos.
Oh, they've got to be on the deck. I can only. I think I'm barely making one out now. He's way down there on the deck.
Well, I don't usually wish for other people's misery, but when they're ahead of me and faster, I do kind of hope they're lower.
That's just human nature. We all do that. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nobody likes being second, man.
Or 22nd.
Yeah, you should
Oh, I don't mind.
Well, the race,
From my perspective, I just soon be second. Where I am.
the race for 22nd is still open.
Second, you're just the first loser. It's like, oh, tough group to play with.
Jesus.
God, it feels like I have to point this glider at the ground to get it to go fast.
Yeah, I looked at the polar. It had a really steep drop off at about like 97, 98 knots. It's with 2 pilots and all the water.
Yeah.
You just looked at my passenger. What a goofy looking guy.
Be careful, I resemble that remark.
Yeah, it's a little disconcerting in the Stemmer when you look over and see somebody there.
Mount Stimmel.
I managed to join the game, but did come up as a spectator. Sitting on the grass. Oh, there they are now.
Good job, Kathy.
Well,
Good job, Kathy.
Thank you, but don't say good job yet. I gotta get another thermal. It's like it's, oh, the other guys are coming into view.
From the comments, I take it it's not just me. These are small thermals.
They are tiny.
A real tight thermal here.
They're tiny and they're not very strong. Wow.
I'm getting 6.
That's good.
Stick with that.
Stick with that, yeah. They are tight.
I look at Mike's cockpit. He's got a girl right behind him.
Yeah, she wanted to go flying.
I could tell.
Cloud base at.
Of 6. Buddy up against that ridge, I think. Getting a little blinky spark.
Oh, yeah.
Must be one of the Ramos brothers.
What?
V24 is right in front of me.
Maybe it's just around and you get these little blinkies that aren't anything but a blinky. Or what it is, but it looks like it's moving, albeit slowly.
Oh yeah, I see little blinkies on the ridge too.
That's going to turn into an airplane. I see the beginning.
Yeah.
And you have a close and intimate relationship with the trees, Mike. Holy shit.
Is he down amongst them?
Not that close.
Oh, well, I was just kind of looking at it, and he rolls the wingtip so he doesn't hit the top of the tree. It's close.
He knows where all those trees are, I think.
I don't know.
I was sneaking through a pass earlier today, and I swear I bumped my wingtip.
Uh-oh. Now, you flew through a tree there. I'm not sure how that worked, but...
I was coming up on this pass, and the guy I was following, he's like, "Yeah, I'll see you on the other side of the pass." Then he friggin' disappears between two mountains. I go to do the same thing, and I caught my wingtip on the mountain. Got about 5 degrees of yaw there. Had to check and make sure my wingtip was still attached.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put the wheels down and bump, but if you catch a wing, that's usually the end of your day.
Yeah, I would say it would be the end of my day, but I must have just lightly rubbed it, so it was just a little kiss.
I've actually bounced my fuselage off of the mountain.
Yeah, I've done a couple of final glides where I dive and hit the belly, and
I've done it with the
your belly
tire
can actually
out.
take a
It's
little
the
bit.
only time I've ever got away with it.
Did you guys see Stefan Langler's latest video?
No, I saw one where he toured a factory, right?
Yeah, he's got one more after that. It's a real short
Okay.
one. 2.5, 3 minutes. I'd highly recommend watching it.
What happens in this one?
Old Stefan, he fucked up big time.
Oh, do you have a crash?
I would say, yeah. Technically, it was a crash.
Forget to put the gear down when
Forgot to put the gear down.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that is bad for him.
He was in the pattern. He was in the pattern with 2 other gliders, and they were negotiating on who was going to land first.
Yeah.
And he decided to pull up and come in second. I guess from all the stuff going on in the cockpit, he forgot.
Yep, classic. That
Could
is
happen.
absolutely classic. Luckily, that's one that
Well, as long
most
as you land on the
gliders-
grass, it's not really a
Yeah.
big deal.
Now somebody said it's only $1,000 a foot.
Still, though, that's
I've
one of those
done it.
things that just
Oh, really?
you'd think a landing checklist would cover that.
Yeah.
Well, you fool yourself sometimes. A friend of mine, he was, he was down to about 8. Start the pattern, and so he put his gear out, and then he found a thermal, and he started climbing.
Oh, so
And
the
then
next
he got
time he
back
hit
to
it,
the
it
pattern,
was the
then
wrong way.
Put his gear down again, except that it was already down. So what he did actually did,
Yep.
Lift it back up again.
and fortunately, he landed in the grass. It was no big deal.
Well, that's a good thing.
I've had 2 gear up landings. One was sheer stupidity, and one was it just didn't stay down. I flew around for 2.5 hours with the gear down, put it up, and landed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was one of those days where I didn't really feel like flying, but it was so horrible, and the glider was set up, and I had a free tow, and it's like, okay, I'll go fly.
Can't you tell the gears up or down by the position of the handle in the cockpit?
Sure can.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But my gear warning system wasn't working, which
Yeah.
should have given me a clue. Funny thing was, it tested well on the ground. It just didn't work when you tried to use it. And the other one was in a motor glider that the engine quit at about 300 feet. I did a 180 to land downwind and didn't quite get the gear locked.
Yeah, I see that with power planes. Guys come in and realize, oh no, I don't have the gear out. Just as they flare, they stuff the gear out and they land it while it's partially deployed.
Yeah,
Bends everything up.
I've got over 14,000 hours in retractable gear aircraft, and the only time I've ever even come close is all the 2 times in gliders.
Yep.
You got 14,000 hours in tactical airplanes?
Not tactical, retractable.
Oh, retractable. Gotcha. Oh, that's pretty good.
I haven't figured out if you used to be an A6 pilot or what you used to be, John. You got all the signs of being a Navy A6 pilot.
Is that you below me, Kathy?
This turn point seems familiar.
I think so.
Yeah, I think this one's falling apart.
Yeah, it looked like it was gonna. The other one fell apart too.
A worthwhile thermal, 9.5.
Yeah, well, that's probably not where we are.
Well, I'm way behind, but
You are? No, you're
Oh, yeah.
probably behind. I don't think you're behind us.
I see a whole lot of people in front of
He's
me.
on a second lap.
Yeah. You're just-
Yeah, this is a spot, Mike, where I always fall out behind you. I just can't make it through these kind of zones. I'm going to watch you.
Oh, nope.
Oh, look at that. You did pull it off.
So is that a real place name, Montiago, or is
We'll have to get
the
a-
misspelling of Italian?
Oh, I don't know. Start talking about the
Yes,
Alpin.
it is. There's a there's a shooting range for both tank and aircraft over there. In fact, when you land, you will notice there's craters all over the place. It's not open to gliders. I think it's just an helicopter field.
All right, congrats, John.
Yeah, good job.
I finally got there.
You're in 10th, John, in the middle of the field. I don't really think you're all that slow. You also started later, so you're doing fine.
Oh, so I am. Okay. Only 7 miles an hour behind speed here.
Yeah, but
Eight-
I'm looking
8 behind
way up at you. Well, Mike was kind of lowish. I'm looking way up at you, so you're only 7 behind in 2 dimensions. That third dimension kind of matters.
I diverted straight downwind. It looked like there was a cloud street after the first turn point going into the ridges. Very well. And I wound up having to kind of turn the wrong direction down that ridge. But I made up for by... So...
Who's RB6?
I'm hoping there's a way to get over this other ridge back to the left.
Yeah, pre-flight, I thought I was going to try to get the cloud base and get all the way back over the top of it, but actually, John, if you're worried about getting over, then I'm really worried. You're about a mile higher than I am.
Yeah, I don't see it. It might work, but
I don't know, my map looks like
I'm gonna run that
there looks like
secondary
there's some
ridge.
gaps.
That's what I'm thinking up front.
Yeah, I think the primary ridge has a gap up here a ways. Or for that matter, if you take the secondary ridge down,
There's
a big open valley down a ways.
It's RV6.
There's no lift down here. I think I may be landing.
I'm on V6. Charles.
Okay.
V6.
My worry is these ridges are close enough together that the front one will shade the back one.
That's what it's doing.
Who's asking for RV6?
3 Alpha Lima, I'm right below you, I think.
Yeah, I'm getting 7.4 out of this thing.
Hey, you know, we patched Condor the other day. I think I'm getting different winds now from on my PDA now. Maybe they fixed my bug for me.
Great. Oh, it's southwest wind. That was not a good thermal. That was a bad decision. This Duo doesn't have a sustainer engine, does it?
Nope.
Does not.
Darn it.
The last Duo Discus I flew in had a sustainer engine. The guy I was flying with, the owner had never started it, so he made me have the owner's manual just in case we needed it.
Why isn't there lift off this ridge?
The cynical answer is because you're in need.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
I'm only seeing the wind at about 7 or 8 knots.
Respect
So
that.
it's pretty light.
True. Yeah, but these are pretty big slopes. Okay, maybe I was just in a bad spot earlier. This is better. But this isn't going to get me up there I need to go.
Oh wow, yeah, John, you're way the heck up there, aren't you?
Yeah, he's got a nice high average speed and he's way up. He's in good shape.
Yeah, that one climate there at the ridge, I found a cloud and a ridge at the same place.
Yep. I was about a mile behind you, and I went right of you instead of following you. Kind of kicking myself for that.
Maybe I should have kept tanking up. The thermal kept getting stronger, and I decided, well, so I didn't feel I thought I was wasting time being as far away as I was.
Nice one, Bob.
Thank you.
Oh, good job. I see you up there.
You do that with ridge lift, Bob, or just with
I
thermals?
think you got a thermal.
Yeah, I got some thermal, and then once I got up to the top of the ridge, there was a little lift, but really not enough to get me up the face of it. I had to get a thermal.
Okay, you got it.
Gonna stall up. Like there's no thermals in the valley here. Get over to that big ridge.
Pretty good race all the way to 8. You guys are really, really close together.
Going back this way, Ken?
Yeah, dare I? Are you in my car? Are you flying as my passenger? I thought you were in the race.
No, I'm in the race. I'm right behind. I'm right in front of you, I think.
Oh.
You're coming back this way. Oh, you're turning?
No, I think I might try for the big ridge. It could be my mistake. Because if that is better, well, it might not be exactly the right direction, but I think so. Then I could do some figure eights.
We should get up and over.
Yeah. Because there's going to be a lot of sink on that side, right?
On the other side of that ridge, yeah, I would think.
That's what I thought. I'd have this nice thermal and get nice and high.
Thermals are never where you want them.
Well, they kept petering out, it seemed to me, by the time I got there. Bob's coming back this way, it looks like. Are ya?
Yep.
Somebody. So you must have found some ridge lift on this one then. Here we go.
Oh, there's a thermal right here too.
Maybe that's what I'm getting. In that case, I better circle. Ugh. did it, Toby.
Good job, Toby.
Thanks. Now I got to get to the next one. Oh my God.
Okay, Kathy, so guys flying your glider. I don't know what the heck's going on with that.
There's always a guy flying my glider.
I know.
Maybe the next version they'll have that you could select features
so
of your pilot.
yeah.
Ridge bump. Or are you going down the valley?
There's a little bit at the top here, but not a whole lot. Just figure I can string myself along here until I get near a thermal.
What I do wrong when I turn on the ridge when I get a... Oh, here we go. Better.
Where's the ridge? Where's the lift? Come on. There's nothing in here. Holy crap.
So I'm still trying to get high on this ridge.
Here come the trees. Oh no! Is it a Q? Q. That's crazy.
Oh dear.
I was just about in the trees. That still may not save me.
Okay, that's where there's really good lift. See if I keep it this time.
Ridge here, come on.
You ever been able to see anybody that can fly in a sustained 5-knot downdraft and maintain their altitude? That's really interesting.
Why? Who's that?
Fun out of that one.
Yeah, no, I was going to watch this, see how this works out. Something I'm not seeing here, maybe.
Of course, there's no thermals out there.
I could get on cloud bases higher here, but not. Are you on the other side of the ridge now, though, right? You
There you
made
go.
it to you made it to the correct side of the ridge after the turn point, didn't you?
Nope. I'm still along that same back slope.
Oh,
Going up, but real slow.
I see Harry over there. Oh, I see. Oh, that's somebody else. That's not RH from the one more pass at this thing. Wait, where is it? There it is. Or not. Is it gonna give me anything?
Nice.
Nice. Wrong side of the ridge there. Oh, at that 10 knots again.
Don't need any sink here.
A while to figure this out, but great. Now the clouds.
Are you up close to cloud level?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, hey, I see all you guys having trouble. So I'm thinking I better get as high as possible before I go with it. Now the problem is all the leaders have gone on their merry way, so we don't really know how they solved getting out of this ridge area.
You want to get up to probably about 1700 meters before you leave that last valley.
16 or 1700 meters multiplied by. Oh, okay. So if I'm at 8,000...
1,600 meters is 5,249 feet.
So 8,000 feet ought to be good then, huh?
Hang out on the ridge. What I did was I hung out on the ridge. I waited for a thermal I waited for a cloud to move into the ridge. I basically caught the ridge and a cloud at the same time. And I was able to ride 3 meters a second up. So that's how I solved that little problem.
Well, I'm in the cloud pretty much, so I think I might be high enough now.
Are you A11?
What does your page 3 on your PDA say?
Okay, now my DDA, I only have 2.5 McCready, but I'm at 300 feet before final glide. So let's see. So it's straight ahead. So if I follow this ridge down, on the map, there will be a break.
Congrats, John.
Congrats, John.
Well done, John.
So I think
Thanks,
I know
John.
what to do.
Ah,
Or not. Maybe I should go to the other side
You
of
know.
the ridge. Did you follow basically the line from point 2 to 3? Because there is a ridge that you could go down until it breaks.
When
It
I
looks
made
kind
the
of-
second turn point, I was trapped on the north side of a set of ridges,
Yeah.
and
So
I went over to the north side of that valley, and I worked those things with
Okay.
like
ah,
half a meter a second of lift.
10 seconds.
I didn't lose anything, but I didn't really gain anything, and I just kind of fought my way through that valley.
Okay.
Right there at the end, before Gammon. Yeah, right before Gammon, right before the valley opens up.
Yep.
I did my final climb there. I found a cloud and just climbed in that valley.
10 seconds, John.
Yeah, I'm at the end of that ridge now.
First loser by 10
Yeah,
seconds.
I'm at the end of that ridge now in a cloud.
Okay, maybe I'll go back.
I'm
to
getting
that.
about.
That ridge was. Maybe I shouldn't do this. I'm doing the
That's
wrong
kind of what
way.
you want to do. You want to hang out there and get a cloud, get some thermal help on the ridge. If you can find a
that's right.
thermal on the ridge, it's awesome.
Okay, who's that behind me? Is that Toby? Are you going to try this ridge? Because I've been waffling and therefore I'm not doing anything correct.
I actually,
That
I came
dive,
across
that's
that.
weird.
I came across that ridge,
Yep.
Matt, you're going to beat me by 10 seconds. Damn it.
And
So
I'm
you're
running-
on the north side. You're on the north side as well with the white top stony peaks, right?
I just crossed over. So now I'm on the second range in, just following the peaks. And if you stay along the ridge, you get about 100 to 200 feet up.
So I did lose some altitude. I'm at 7,300. Okay, this is going to get.
I think I was at about 6,800 when I ran across. Just built up the speed and let the momentum carry me.
Okay, there's some lift on this though,
Yeah, there's a little lift on this ridge.
and I'm not even close to it yet.
Who was it? It was talking about Condor wouldn't save the task.
Yeah, that happened to a buddy of mine earlier. This is X-Ray 37. That happened to a buddy of mine earlier.
Guess what's going on now?
Uh-oh.
Were
Condor is failing to respond.
No.
That's okay. That'll be temporary.
Hopefully.
It's once it gets your task and then says like the parameters are invalid or something. That's when you got to worry. But
Yeah.
you'll just be able to retry.
I think it'll be all right because it finishes, it saves it when you finish, so you don't have to actually save it. It's there.
Right.
Hopefully, this thing will resolve itself in due course. This not doing anything.
Let me look it up, see if I can find a link for you to help out.
All right, it either works or it doesn't. I'll give it a little while.
Give me just a second here. I'll see if I can pull it up for you.
I'll be right back.
Are there any XE-SOAR users on here tonight?
Hey,
I'm not using it at the moment.
I'm seeing a discrepancy between what XE-SOAR is telling me. XE-SOAR does not think I'm on Final Glide, even though I am on Final Glide.
What do you have your polars set to? The thing about Condor is Condor knows exactly how much water you have and exactly what your
Yeah.
polar is.
Yeah,
With
I'm
XE-SOAR, you're always guessing.
Hang on a second. Plane. I am using the Duodiscus full ballast polar.
one of the things that happens with XE-SOAR, depending on how have your setup like mine, is that as you're proceeding, the McCready value increases. Check your McCready value. Is it what you set it, or is it running an auto?
XE-SOAR
I've got
also-
MC manual, and it's 5 meters a second.
All right, that's what you set it at?
Yeah, I set it to manual McCready 5.0.
That's a very high McCready. At 5 meters per second, if you have the altitude, is that what you have it set in Condor?
Yeah. Condor is also set for 5 meters a second.
And that's like a McCready of 9.7.
Yeah, that's a really high. That's a really high McCready. But
Yeah, I'm hauling
that aside,
after
what
that.
about safety parameters? Condor or XC Soar by default gives you like
300 meters. I set the safety parameters to 0.
okay.
Change your McCready value.
Say again?
Drop it. Change your McCready value to something like 3.5
Yeah.
meters.
Yeah, realistically, you probably have something like 3.
Did you see the link I posted in general text, John? That should be where you can look for lights.
So when you get that far out on the polar, you're going straight down as far as the polar is concerned.
Ah, damn it! 4th, 5th, and 6th place are separated by a total of 4 seconds.
Wow. Their scores
And
should
seventh-
be different, right?
7th and 8th are off by 1
Oh,
second.
wow. Yeah, 2 seconds difference between the three of us.
Yeah, and right behind us, they're,
I don't know,
1
2
second
seconds
off. There's
from you.
lots of clusters tonight.
Yeah, you and I are 1 point apart, and he's squished in the middle.
The gap will grow as more people come in, though.
All right, well, word has it that there's some lemon chess pie upstairs, so I'm going to go
Cheers.
fun, everybody.
All right.
All right, catch you later.
All right.
Thank you. No.
Super nice task. Thanks. Have a good night.
There, you know.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, Smoke, I'm enjoying these tasks a lot. Thanks for them.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad you enjoy them.
This one was special
Hey, Smoke,
because half thermal, half mountain. Perfect balance.
Yeah, I like it when you have to switch gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was real tricky. It was a real good task, man.
Okay.
And the thermal were just right.
Thank you.
No problem. Mike,
Oh, did you get that E5 task I sent you?
I did. I haven't got the Nephi test. I got your Cascades one, and it's worked into flight. I had to shorten your Cascades flight up a little bit. You had 149 nautical miles, but I did keep Maud Ridge in there. I know that's a real special spot for you, and we did take off in the same state park, but I had to move one checkpoint to shorten it up just a little bit.
That Nephi task is easy to modify.
Yeah, I just haven't got it. I got the flight track from you, so. Yeah, I fly on Maud a few times, and that's the checkpoint for every military airplane in the world that ever flew over that spot, so. They call it Old Maud. Well, I got a lot of good views. I watched Mark fly in tonight, Mike. I watched Steve Jeffries fly in.
Are you able to do that because you're host?
No, I didn't fly tonight. I had a computer glitch just before we started. My
Yeah,
computer crashed. So I've just been watching all you guys.
Oh, that's right. You can come in as a spectator.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I know you swore by it. I think that was the very scary part of my flight too, and then I finally got up to cloud base on that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two guys in Kathy's plane. I couldn't see her at all.
I just dress that way.
I got you. Yeah,
Few
Connor,
seconds, Smoke. You were checking out her guy? Come on.
Yeah, well, you know. At my age, guys, girls, doesn't matter. It's about the same income.
is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, that's what I keep doing, man. Retirement's just all wrong, you know. I got all these things I want to do, and now I'm starting to get too old to do them. It's like retirement should be when you're 20 to 40, and then work till you die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got it on autopilot. I'm just gonna see whether I crash into that mountain on the way back or not. Oh,
yeah, I was supposed to retire in July and it didn't happen.
You got a pretty good job, though. I'm not sure I'd give that one up.
Yeah, it is, and the people I've worked for, I've been working for them for 30 years, but I'm ready for a change. The only reason I stayed was COVID.
Yeah. I had a job like that for a while, and I gave it up, and then I kicked myself in the ass for years after it. It was like that was just nothing but a great job.
Well,
flying an airplane ambulance instead, which was oh.
yeah, no, this family is, the guy who's the president of the company, his grandfather hired me, and he was in high school at the time.
There you go. Pretty good guys.
Bid you guys good night. Have a good one. It's
right,
fun
good
test.
one.
Oh, good job, buddy.
All right, take care, man.
See you, John.
Then I got a real crazy hair. Went to Alaska for a couple of years and decided I was going to be a bush pilot.
That's a tough life.
It was. I liked it.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about the collision there.
I think every night we leave scraps of gliders on the ground. We got to have the garbage truck come by and pick it up afterwards.
All right. Thanks for the flight, guys.
You get. We'll talk to you later, man.
See ya.
talk to you later.
That was